I hate living in this timeline. I hate this time. We could have a Code Veronica remake, but Capcom doesn't want money. Capcom doesn't like money. That's why we got a new game called Survivor Unit, and it's a mobile game. Now, Capcom just killed RE-Verse, which is a multiplayer game from Village. I think it came out in 22, and at its peak, it had like maybe 1,000 players, but lately it's been in the dozens. It's died, it's dead, so Capcom put it out of its misery. And instead of a single player game, we got a mobile game, which worked out so well. For look, if you want to make a pachinko machine, just make a pachinko machine that people can put money in. Okay, we just want a single player game. You know, I'm so jealous of Harry Potter because also in Resident Evil news today, we've got one slated for next year, and I'm still waiting for a Resident Evil film because let's just say Harry Potter, right? Now Rowling made a property which blew up and had millions of fans. Okay, so when they announced a film, people went, "Oh my god, I'm going to see Harry on the screen. I'm going to see Ron. I'm going to see Hermione. Look, there's Snape. Oh wow!" And then when Resident Evil blew up with millions of fans, we said we said the same thing. We want to see Jill, Chris, and Claire, and it says, "Here's Alice," and we're like, "Who? Who's this?" We haven't had a Resident Evil film. Now, look, Paul, we've all seen The Matrix. We all like The Matrix, okay? But stop using slow-mo every 5 seconds. Stop people running up walls. We just want a Resident Evil film, okay? But we also want a Resident Evil game because it's so easy. Just make Code Veronica or a single-player game. I know we're getting 9. I have no interest in 9. No interest whatsoever. For me, I'm a classics guy, okay? You can say I'm a dinosaur. You can say you like tank. Look, it's okay if you're not good at tank controls, okay? If you're not good at something, it's fine, okay? I will. I like the remake controls as well and the over the shoulder. But if you're not good enough for tank controls, fair enough. But I will have new games connected to the classic series. I don't know what happened. You know, the first 3 games, it says Umbrella is the bad guy. We are going to take the fight to Umbrella. Dun, dun, dun. And then in number 4, that says, oh, Umbrella's dead. We've got these new bad guys. And we're like, whoa, wait, what? What happened to Umbrella? Oh, they're dead. They're gone. Look at these new, but no, you're missing a massive chunk of story. Okay? And you have this massive backlog of awesome characters you could use, and we just keep getting new characters that you use once or twice, like Ethan. I don't care about Ethan. I don't care about this, what's her name? Ashcroft. I don't care about her. I don't care about her, whatever. But we haven't had a Resident Evil film yet. They tried in, what was it called? Welcome to Raccoon City. That was awful. Resident Evil 1 deserves its own game, and so does 2. Okay, so why they mash them together? The thing is, if you try to make a Resident Evil story now, people wouldn't go and watch it because they would say, "Oh, I've seen that Umbrella, Tyrant." No, you haven't seen it. You have seen a hybrid of the first 2 games, which was awful. Why was Chris in the orphanage? Why was Claire in the orphanage? Why was Birkin their surrogate dad? Why was I know Hollywood likes its drugs, but that wasn't Resident Evil. But sadly, if they adapted Resident Evil now, people would say, "Oh, we've seen it now. You haven't seen what Resident Evil is and what it can be," and it just ruins my heart so much. That we, you know, what's going to happen. I can't remember who's adapting the new one, but he's not going to do number 1. He's not going to do number 2. They probably do. Will do number 2 all over the franchise. But I'm sorry, I've had a bit of a ramble. It's just that we've got a new Resident Evil Survivor Unit, a mobile game. They just don't learn. They just don't like money. They don't want money. Surely drugs cost a lot of money. Surely Capcom likes the drugs after all the bloody decisions they've made. But they don't want money for it. If they announce Code Veronica remake or a continuation of the classic series, I don't mean tank controls. I don't mean bad graphics. I mean what they did to the RE2 remake. Carry on from that. But they don't want to do that. They don't want money. But I hope everyone's well. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you for listening to me moan, but it's just so depressing. I just want to hear a Resident Evil story that lifts my heart and makes me go, oh, wow. But it's not going to happen. But I hope everyone's well. Bye-bye.